the Polarized Report.
Woke Buddy here. Check out the movies got for you this episode. Hit that bundle.
Hey! What is happening? What is all of this?
Did you see that article? Every year, these liberal elites kidnap a bunch of normal folks like us and hunt us for sport.
There's been a killing spree. You gotta come here right now.
What kind of sick people would even think of something like that?
White people. We're them worse.
El hoyo. Sí, el hoyo.
There are other kinds of trolls. Rock, country, techno, classical, funk, and hip-hop.
Tiny Diamond is my name.
There's a world full of other trolls. How different can they be?
I'm gonna unite the 6 strings. By the end of my world tour, I'm gonna turn all the trolls into rock zombies. Rock and roll!
Prepare for battle.
Let's go save the world! Can't stop
A pinky promise.
A smooth jazz troll?
This is an extraction.
You want to survive, you do exactly as I say.
Who are you?
Name?
Ovi.
Yeah, no shit.
Discover the epic origin story of the greatest team of heroes.
Hey! This mangy stray's coming with me.
He's not a stray.
Okay, then. What's his name?
He's Scooby. Dooby? Do. Trick or treat.
Whoa. Shaggy and Scooby were taken?
We're in
IKEA.
the Falcon Fury! Did you say IKEA?
Nope, I said Falcon Fury, just like you.
Trace amounts of mustache oil, 12-year-old scotch.
Ugh. Is the bad guy my dad?
I like your tattoos. What are those numbers on your arm?
Oh, that's the date my dad died.
So sorry.
Don't be, it's fine.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Not your dad.
I want to become a real tattoo artist.
Your work is mad inconsistent. Obama ain't right.
Oh, I love your tattoos. This is my favorite.
Kelly, do you know him?
He's a new friend.
You okay? You know, you could tell me.
I'm okay.
Oh, I trained her in the car. She's not going to break.
I gotta tell my mom you tried to drown me.
To the above ground pool, you're like fucking 8 feet tall. You gotta get your shit together.
And welcome back to the Polarized Report on the week of the King of Scoob extracting trolls from the platform as they hunt the missies.
Also known as Tinder, the movie.
Tinder, the movie.
Swipe left. Just swipe left. Swipe left.
Swipe left.
Mid-defeat.
It's horrible.
Hi. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
So there's a...
It's been a while.
It's been a while, huh? We're old now. No, just... So the crazy thing happened with the world of movies. We had a podcast where we were talking about the new movies that came out. And then new movies stopped coming out for about 3 months now.
Shut down.
The world shut down. And I think movies are finally just coming out in mass waves on Netflix and Hulu and all that jazz, so we can actually start recording again. This will be the year of Hulu and Netflix originals. Apparently movies are supposed to be coming back into theaters at the end of July, I think. That's when, some are set to come back out.
Yeah.
Cool.
Which makes no sense, because theaters are even saying they're open yet, so I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen there, but we're going to figure it out.
Got another month, so... A lot can happen in a month.
A lot can happen in another month.
Right.
So, well, we have a bunch of movies to talk about, and Ray's back.
Hey,
Ray, what did we talk about last? Oh, I guess you didn't really see anything that we talked about last time, did we? Did you?
I think so.
You didn't see Bloodshot.
No.
Cool. Hey, do you want to run through like what our top 13 is right now?
Sure.
Back into the business.
Yeah, I actually don't remember. Yeah, actually at 13, which is mostly crossed off, is Bloodshot, which I haven't seen. Tied for 11 and 12 is Invisible Man and Onward. Number 10 is Call of the Wild. Number 9 is Gretel and Hansel. Number 8 is Bad Boys 3. 7 is Underwater. 6 is Weathering with You. 5 is Fantasy Island. 3 is Boot and Guns Akimbo. Like, what the fuck happened? 2 is Birds of Prey, and 1 is Gentlemen. I've seen the trailer for Guns Akimbo. I haven't watched the movie. This is a fun, guilty pleasure if I've ever heard one.
Accurate. He liked it too.
Yeah,
it's hilarious because it's so outrageous and crazy. It's like, did you ever see Gamer?
I don't think
with
so.
Gerard Butler.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
The other one that was with
not
Gerard
Russell
Butler.
Crowe.
Not
Gerard
Russell
Butler.
Crowe. Not Escape from New York.
No,
that's Kurt Russell.
Yeah, that's Kurt Russell.
That's
okay. That is a good movie. I do like that movie.
That
All
one
right.
was Escape from L.A., right?
I don't think I saw the other one.
Yeah, I didn't either. But either way, we got some movies
You
to
never
talk about.
escape from anywhere unless
Escape from Staten Island.
Yeah, escape from. So Ray, you can't break this tiebreaker because you haven't seen Gun Akimbo yet, and you can't break this tiebreaker because you haven't seen Onward yet. So you got to get on that. But besides that,
that's on Disney Plus. So
it is on Disney Plus. I have Disney Plus.
Yeah.
All right.
So I can just give you my Disney Plus, and you can watch it and be emotional, and watch a Pixar movie that involves killing parents as usual. But shocker, right?
Most of them
watch a movie on Disney that parents die.
That's crazy, right? It's crazy. It's every Disney movie ever. So, all right, great. So let's start off with the Keekster here, because he saw a movie without us, because he decided to watch a bunch of movies without us.
Right. Well, I had nothing to do this last week, and it was there, and
that was called guilt tripping.
It's been out for a while. I have no guilt. I am not shameful of myself anymore. I have ascended. And so the Wrong Missy is with
Do you want to pull up the
synopsis?
Well, I used to pull it up on AMC.
But it's a new kind of like slapstick kind of Adam Sandler movie. It's his production company that made The Wrong Missy and everything.
But was it not Adam Sandler in it?
No.
Oh, interesting.
No, he wasn't in it, but I know there's like a couple of his family members that are in it, and then like who's that guy?
I got a question. Maybe you can like splice this in for like a visual cue. I googled it, and this was the first picture that popped up.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh, I could definitely splice that into the video version.
No, it's fantastic.
What the hell is going on here?
And it was along the lines of like Mr. Deeds and like Happy Gilmore and all those kinds of movies like that, like Grown Ups, like all the movies that they did together.
Okay.
And
did you like it?
Yeah, I thought it was solid.
Great.
Kind of the comedy in those movies kind of like hit or miss for me, but it was a nice refresher, I guess, from the world that we live in right now. That had something that was a little slapstick, a little, didn't take itself seriously at all, and yeah, I liked it.
Great. Was it better than Bloodshot?
Yes.
Whoa, those are bold words right there. All right, well, since a movie, and this is with the new rule because it's the first time this has happened this year. New rule is if only one person has seen it and they think it deserves to be on the list, no matter where, it's going to go into our bubble, and then we have to wait for someone else to watch it.
Yeah. But right now, since we're starting with that one.
Yeah, we are starting with that one. So,
Goodness.
bubble. I'm going to write the word bubble. Great.
Oh, ASMR.
Huh? Yeah. All right. Ray, you haven't seen any of these three movies, right?
Nope.
Great. So I guess this next segment is just us talking.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Which one was easily the worst here?
Platform.
Okay, I disagree. So I guess we'll talk about the Platform. You want to pull that? Oh, you didn't read the synopsis for Missy? Wrong Missy.
Apparently,
Tell us about that first.
The synopsis is pretty quick.
Okay, cool.
Tim thinks he invited the woman of his dreams on a work retreat to Hawaii. Realizing too late, he mistakenly texted someone from a nightmare blind date.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the movie.
Right.
That's not far off from it.
And that was better than Bloodshot?
Yes, and
that's fair.
And it's like an hour and 15 minutes of anything that they could shove into it.
Oh, it's shorter.
That
movie was only an hour and 15 minutes?
Yeah. That's not even like a movie. That's like a hour special of a TV show.
Wish we watched that rather than the one that we did watch for 2 hours
could've.
and 17 minutes. I know, thought this one would have been better. All right, so now we're going to talk about The Platform. The Platform is another Netflix original movie, because that's all we're talking about is Netflix originals. And it's a foreign film, a Spanish film, where people either sign up to be put in this platform, or are like convicted convicts, and they can like reduce their sentence by going on this thingy.
Yeah.
And it's
kind of like multiple deals that have been made to like, I'm going to endure this, and I'm going to do this for this reason.
Correct.
Like, the main antagonist is, like, trying to quit smoking?
Yeah, he's trying to quit smoking, so he goes into this because you can't smoke. You can only bring one item, so he brought a book. And every month, you wake up on a different floor, and the floor 1 always gets, like, the first... There's a platform of food on it. And as the platform lowers, people take food from it until it gets to the bottom where there's, like, no food left. So if you're on the bottom floors, you don't got the food, and you become like crazy, I guess. It's a pretty weird movie. It's a minimalist movie for sure. It kind of felt like a Cube movie. It was like, kind of like the Cube, or
what was
like
that one that was like
the Circle? Yeah, it was kind of like those. It was like a really minimalistic horror movie. That was interesting. So
it really had to do with like person's like just psychosis.
Yeah, it was a good character study, some political studies, like how people don't want to ever work together and things like that, and how it's very interesting, some of the directions it took that I was not expecting. But yeah, what does the synopsis say?
A vertical prison with 1 cell per level, 2 people per cell, 1 food platform, and 2 minutes per day to feed up, 2 down, an endless nightmare trapped in a hole. That's like almost not a coherent sentence.
It wasn't, but it was accurate to the movie.
It's
I thought it was actually pretty cool for like what it was. It was a minimalist movie that I thought was pretty well done. I think the actors did great. And I'm trying to remember more about it. It's been so long since we actually watched it.
It definitely made you feel really
uncomfortable. Yeah,
a little sick at times.
Yeah, it was definitely there were some gross moments.
Yeah.
And it really made you hate humanity more.
Yeah.
There's a lot of humanity hating in that movie.
As much as you can go with it, and you can see where just people just degrade into it. And the sad thing is that how the people reacting to it didn't seem that far off how they would. And I think that's why, it made me feel so gross. It's because it just shined a spotlight on how shitty people can be.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with that statement. Well, what do you? Was it better than Bloodshot?
No.
I, for some reason, also agree. So
yeah.
Okay.
Well, would you rate it?
Oh yeah, we have to rate things. Would you rate Miss Wrong? Missy Wrong? Wrong Missy?
Wrong Missy. Miss Missy Wrong. Wrong Missy. Was give it a 3.
You give it a 3? Cool. What'd you give the Platform?
I get 2.
2. I give Platform a 3. Yeah. I'd rewatch it. It was interesting.
I would not rewatch that movie.
Great. Well, okay. Well,
hell no.
Bye, Platform. That's the Platform. All right. Next movie. Let's do this one let's do this one. Definitely this one. So we watched the movie that people are saying will change history. Trolls World Tour. Because it is the first movie that was supposed to be in theaters that went directly to video, and it was the movie that Universal decided that they would no longer show their movies in theaters because it made money. So this is going to change history. Trolls World Tour is going to change movie history. We're going to look back on history and be like, that's the movie that ruined cinema. So...
I really thought it would have been Cats.
I know.
No.
No, Cats was just bad. That was just a bad movie. Fuck Cats. That movie sucked.
I almost stopped people from going to movies afterwards. Like, oh god,
that was a bad movie.
Where can we go from here? Anywhere.
Hate Cats. It sucks.
Anywhere.
But yeah, so Trolls World Tour. But back to the movie. It was the second one.
Yeah.
To this thingy.
Trolls
and
World Tour.
It was okay. It was a kids movie. It had some really weird moments that I was like, this is not kid level humor. This is like some adult humor that involves some very suggestive situations going on with trolls. And Justin Timberlake was in it, so I can't complain too much about that. Yeah.
Kind of about these rock trolls trying to take over the world.
Rock trolls taking over the world.
Stealing other people's strings, which were no mention in the first movie, but that's okay. Because it's a kid's movie and you just throw whatever you want in there.
And Ozzy Osbourne was in it.
All right.
Yeah, he was.
He was the dad of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
evil rock troll.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Lady. Chick. What does the thingy say?
When the queen of hard rock trolls tries to take over the trolls' kingdom, Queen Poppy and her friends try different ways to save the trolls. There you go.
I was not expecting
Is that it?
Yeah,
That was
the
it?
whole thing.
That's the whole summary of that movie?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that was pretty accurate to the whole movie.
Yeah, it's not far off.
There was some plot twists that were very predictable. And there was some smooth jazz.
There's some self-realization in that movie too.
There's a lot of self-realization.
It wasn't just Justin Timberlake not being a sad boy anymore in
Yep.
the first one.
For some reason, mermaids listen to EDM. That was kind of weird. And
Do you think it could get bass? Do you think it carries better underwater?
yes, I do, 100%. That's definitely how water works. But cool. All right. What do you think of this movie?
That was enjoyable. It was a good ride. I don't have kids, but and as an adult, 24-year-old male, it was as enjoyable as it could be. I liked it. I don't think it was catchy as the first one. Didn't make me feel as hard as the first one. And I think that it just goes along with any second version of it.
I actually didn't see the first one.
I lost the magicalness of the first one, and the second one was really okay.
Right. What do you rate it?
I rated 2.
A 2. I also gave this movie a 2. I would probably not rewatch it. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I'm all right. There's some better kids movies out there that I would definitely prefer to rewatch.
Yeah.
Dora the Explorer.
Really?
Oh yeah, it was good, dude.
I gotta.
That was actually.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that.
Yeah, that movie was trippy. All right. It was better than Bloodshot.
Nah.
Yeah, no, I agree. All right, bye, trolls.
No.
It was good talking about you. You were a movie that's gonna ruin cinema.
Yeah, but still for a sequel, I didn't think it did bad at all.
Okay, for a sequel.
It had a good still story. That
Was it the same cast?
Yeah.
Like was Poppy in the first one?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Basically all the main characters were in the first one.
Ah, sweet.
Other than obviously the hard rock queen.
The hard rock queen lady chick
Yeah.
mabob. Sweet. Alrighty. And then the next movie, Ray, we got to get you involved. So,
was that?
Or do you want to throw out The Hunt first?
oh yeah, we have to talk about The Hunt. I'm so sorry. Yeah, we do have to talk about The Hunt. So The Hunt is that movie.
That makes fun of everyone.
Everything.
Anything.
All right. So I'm gonna.
With violence.
With violence, yes.
It's like a Whittier Hunger Games.
Yeah. So this movie was advertised as white people killing white people because they were white.
Yeah.
That's
pretty funny.
kind of that was the plot of the movie, but then the
White
movie
on white
wasn't
crime
really like that.
It's only in movies.
So the movie pretty much took a political stance of being no political side. It made fun of everyone equally, which was amazing. Like no one was out like if you are someone who gets offended by just the opposite views of you, you will be offended by this movie. It insults
at least in one part.
everyone. Like everything is insulting in this movie, and it's glorious, and I love it. I actually thought this movie was way better than it should have been.
Oh yeah, 100%. Dialogue
100%.
was fucking point.
Dialogue was point. There's a scene where there's a fight, and like these two people are fighting in the movie, and they like break through a bunch of glass windows and stuff, and then they go to tackle each other through a glass door, and they go, wait, enough glass, and they open the door and then walk through and then continue the fight. Like it's top humor. Like this movie is the exact type of movie I wanted it to be, and when it was over, I was like, that was stupidly good. It really was. And surprisingly, like it did a really good job at breaking down each act. Act 1 was
100%.
like very Hunger Games, like, we have to kill each other. And then Act 2 was like mystery. And then Act 3 was like full on revenge flick. Like, it was really cool. I really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was really well done. And I think more people should see it. And if you get offended by this movie, then I think you should look at yourself and see why you were offended. Because that's a good talking point.
Yeah.
So
100%.
I didn't see this movie.
I know. But this is the one movie I want you to see.
What's the synopsis?
Yeah, what's the synopsis of that movie?
It says 12 strangers wake up in a clearing. They don't know where they are or how they got there. They don't know they've been chosen for a very specific purpose. The hunt. That's all IMDb gave me.
Yeah, that's pretty...
Thanks, IMDb. That was pretty good, though. Subtle. It's good. All right, what do you think of it?
I think it was fantastic. I love this movie inside and out. Mostly because, the first, 15, 20 minutes is utter complete chaos, and you don't know what's going on. Like, that first act really makes you feel like, this is a ride and a bus ride that I'm on, and we're running over pedestrians at this point, and I don't know why we're on this, and the bus driver is now a robot, and he's screaming, but he has no head. And that's how I felt for the first, 20 minutes of the movie. Just not knowing what was going on, and anyone could have died. Anyone. So, it's kind of like you didn't even know who's the main character until, a little bit into it.
That is very true.
First 30 minutes, yeah, you didn't know who was the main character.
You didn't. You really didn't. Okay, well.
Interesting.
What do you rate it?
Oh, it's a 4.
It's a 4? See, I have to go with Pi on this movie just because I don't know if other people are gonna like it as much as I did. It's one of those movies that this might be the Meg of the year, where you're like, this movie's stupid, but in all the right ways. So,
would it be because what's a 4?
A great movie. Oh yeah, we never went over our rating system, did we?
It's your first podcast. I'm sorry if you're confused.
Yeah.
Also, I'm questioning on how this was your first one.
Yeah, me too. But so we rate movies on a scale of 1 to 4. 1 being bad, 2 being okay, 3 being good, and 4 being great. We rated that wrong Missy what? A 3?
I gave it a 3.
You gave it a 3. And then we rated the other ones 2s and 3s. So yeah, they're just okay and good movies. A Pie movie is a movie that is probably not that good, but I loved anyway. It's a guilty pleasure movie. That's what it is.
Underwater.
Yes, Underwater. No, Underwater's great. It's a 9.
Which was the one that you would not be friends with someone?
That's a 5.
That's a 5?
That's a 5. Yeah.
It's almost a 5, just because the people that would be, that wouldn't like it are people
you
that
might not want in your life. That's fair.
I don't need people that wouldn't like it.
I can see where you're coming from with that.
If you feel personally attacked in this movie, you're a garbage person. Calling you out right now. If you can't laugh about it, I don't need you around.
Wow. All right. Well, you just polarized half of our 5-person audience.
Especially with that report.
Well, especially with that one.
Well, it was shot well. Had
it
a
was.
Good story.
Cinematically,
good dialogue,
it was good.
It
kept me guessing. I wanted to see how it ended. I was very
funny.
invested.
It wasn't over the top gross fest for a battle royale.
No. Yeah, that's true. It was not.
So I think it hit it on all the levels. And yeah. So,
great.
If you don't like it, eat a dick.
Was it better than Bloodshot?
Oh yeah.
Was it better than Invisible Man and Onward?
Yeah.
I agree. I also agree with the Bloodshot. Was it better than Call of the Wild?
Yes.
Yes, agree. Was it better than Gretel and Hansel?
Yes.
I also agree. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, so, by the way, when we like a movie, it goes up the gauntlet, and we find out where it goes on our top 13 of the year, and kick out movies that aren't as good as this movie. So that's what we're doing right now. Man, we're bad at this. We gotta get into this. It's the quarantine podcast. Don't worry about it. Was it better than Bad Boys 3?
Yeah.
Yep, I agree. Was it better than Underwater?
I say
no.
Yes.
You can fuck the right off. Okay.
I say yes.
I know I'm gonna lose that battle once Ray sees it, but we're gonna keep it tied right there for now. So the hunt is now tied with Underwater, and it kicks out Bloodshot. Bye, Bloodshot. Bye, Vin Diesel. Do better.
Does it kick it out though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because eventually Invisible Man and Onward will
stop. Well, now 12 and 13.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna rewrite 13 because it was fading. Okay, cool. All right, The Hunt. There it is. It is now tied for 7th and 8th place with Underwater, that movie that Ray did not like.
We could have bought it out the gate. Some of these movies, you're able to buy them. And it's $25 to buy them on a streaming service, or
and
$20
to rent. I would have happily bought this movie for the extra $5. That's why we own Scoob. Okay.
Yeah.
We own the movie Scoob because it was $5 more to own.
Should we talk about that one next?
We should talk about Scoob. So another movie came out. It was Scoob. It's the next Scooby-Doo movie, I guess. I guess that's a good way to describe it. It's a
Scooby-Doo.
I didn't realize that there were so many animated Scooby-Doo movies, but yeah, this one's just a new one.
6 or 7.
This one was weird though because it was the history of Scooby and Shaggy story, but also throwing in other cartoon characters from that era of cartoons. It has Dick Dastardly in it from, I forgot what show he's in, and it has the Blue Falcon from, I think the show was the Blue Falcon show, yep. But it has all those kind of from the Toonami age of cartoons. So it wasn't really just a Scooby-Doo.
I didn't even know Dick Dastardly was, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was a main villain in another series.
Was it Inspector Gadget?
Actually, I think it was.
You might be right.
You might actually be right.
Because I know the Claw, but Dick Dastardly seems like a very, I don't know. Inspector Gadget guy.
Yeah, I don't know. He is
mostly because the way he looks also kind of goes along with
exactly
I think that style. I did not know about the Blue Falcon though.
Yep, no, Blue Falcon and
I thought it was just made up literally for this movie.
Nope. He was an original character from back in the day. What is the summary of this bad boy?
Oh, it's gonna take Dastardly. Apparently, he's in like a handful of things. But he's just a cartoon character from other stuff.
Cool.
Summary for Scoob is Scooby and the gang face their most challenging mystery ever: a plot to unleash a ghost dog Cerberus upon the world as they race to stop this dog-pocalypse. The gang discovers that Scooby has an epic destiny greater than anyone imagined. Dog-pocalypse. Wow.
Dog-pocalypse.
I tell a lot of bad puns, but that'd be bad even for me.
Wow. All right, so Ray, what did you think of this movie?
I didn't like this movie. This movie sucked.
This movie sucked.
It's not a Scooby-Doo movie, because I don't think at any point there is any mystery aspect, regardless of what IMDb just told me.
100% agree. 100%.
It was definitely more of a movie about the power of friendship and gunshots being around the house.
That was the second one.
Yeah, well, sometimes they shoot back.
Okay.
I think that was just a firework.
Yeah, I hope so.
It's a firework.
June!
It's June! It's close to the 4th of July.
I like to pretend they're fireworks so I can sleep at night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gunshots are normal.
They replaced Matthew Lillard as Shaggy's voice actor.
Yeah.
It was not Matthew Lillard, and he wasn't good. It wasn't always like the voice
he wasn't
didn't
good,
sound
and
right.
they didn't tell Matthew about it.
They did him dirty.
That's my biggest complaint about the movie. Is not even the movie. It's that they did the greatest Shaggy a huge dirty, and I'm very upset.
They also didn't do the vast majority of Scooby-Doo tropes.
No, spoiler alert: Velma didn't lose her glasses.
Yeah,
that made me
about that.
very mad. I agree. Fred didn't like his traps or his ascot. Like, he never even really mentioned his ascot. And then Daphne was actually way too useful. In this whole movie.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's setting it up for future Scooby-Doo with the current generation and everything like that, which it's done multiple times through all its other animated TV shows and movies, I would say.
I guess.
But I would argue that it does still feel like a Scooby-Doo movie, at least in the styling of it, though. Maybe not the story.
I
hardcore
disagree.
Too hard to throw back references because they had the intro.
The intro was perfect. I really liked the modernization of the intro. Yeah. That was really cool, and that's where the movie peaked. And then it just didn't get that good.
All
right. So,
I
100% agree with Ray. I think that... So, here's where I disagree with Ray a little bit. I think as a Scooby-Doo movie, it wasn't good. As a movie, I didn't mind it.
You just liked...
Dynamite? Yes, yeah. Dynamite was great, and I want a whole movie about Dynamite. He is the best dog ever. He's the robot companion, and I love him so much. Really. Oh,
he's frozen.
No, I'm not. Let me finish. That was the best joke in the movie. I fucking love that joke. It was too early, but it was a good joke. There was one good joke in it that was one of the best jokes, though. I don't remember what it was off the top of my head, but there was one moment where I was like, that was actually funny. Keegan, what do you think of this movie?
I like this movie. I like this movie a lot. I think it's more just a guilty pleasure at this point because I really like all the Scooby-Doo movies, and I agree that the story.
Well, the live action ones are masterpieces.
The live action ones are guilty pleasure movies.
Hell yeah, 100%. They're not good, but they're
levels.
Great. Dude, the second one was
levels
top.
Yeah, and even that one, you're right. There wasn't a lot of mystery and figuring out.
There was zero mystery in this.
Granted, that wasn't what they were going for.
In the movie, because even the mystery was the mystery. What is Scooby Doo? It felt like the mystery was how is Scooby and Shaggy gonna rebuild their friendship?
Scoob, the origin story.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. It felt like an origin story for Scooby Doo.
Yeah,
Dooby Doo.
Dooby Doo.
Yeah, that was actually the beginning was pretty funny. When it was in the trailer, but when he was like, "What's his name?" He's like, "Scooby." Middle name, Dooby. Last name. Do. Wow, he has a middle name. He can't get arrested. What?
Oh, yeah, I remember freaking out of that part. I was like, wait a minute.
I don't
That's
make the
not
laws.
how laws work.
So I don't make the laws. And just walked away. I like the humor of it. I think it was really lighthearted.
It was Keegan humor.
Yeah, it was nice. It was good. It was nice.
What do you think of Marky Mark being Blue Falcon?
Oh, yeah.
That was Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, it was.
I think he did fine.
Okay. And Zac Efron being Fred. Now that's a good
That was
cast.
actually
I
fun.
want to see Zac Efron play a live action.
If they
Fred.
did live action and made Zac Efron Fred, like
that would have been
that'd
good.
Be fine.
I would have been happy with that.
And
With Matthew Lillard.
Yeah.
Yes.
That would be an age difference.
And so was.
So.
They can make Zac Efron look old. They made him look like a handsome serial killer. So.
Is
all right.
he not a handsome serial killer? Like,
just...
I'd be okay by getting killed by
Zac Efron.
If I was getting murdered by him,
if I was
I'd
gonna
be
get
okay.
murdered, Zac Efron,
you'd be like,
you're my guy.
Shh, with like a knife up to my neck. He'd be like, shh.
And you'd be like,
and he's like, no, you won't, and then slices my head off.
I'm gonna tag Zac Efron to this episode. Zac Efron, definitely be a guest star. Tell us how you felt being in Scoob, and if this is the other one time, yeah, don't kill Keegan, but yeah. We would get a lot of views.
Now, if
we need
do
one
die
more famous person
murdered by someone
to like listen to our podcast. Our last famous person was the director of Arctic, where Keegan shat all over it. So
someone had to do it. Doesn't mean it was right.
All right. Well, Ray, what'd you rate this movie?
I give it a 2.
You gave it 2. What'd you rate this movie?
I'll give it a 3.
Not a pie. Oh, okay. I give it a 3. I'd rewatch it. I think I rewatched it once actually. I've seen it twice. So.
Yeah, you watched it the other time with me.
But I would prefer just to watch like a collaboration of all the Dynamite scenes, and I'll just be happy and content with my life. So that's all I really need in my life. All right.
And maybe it's the animation. The animation was solid.
The animation was pretty good. I'll give it that.
I think it killed me real bad.
Yeah, I agree. All right, was it better or worse than Invisible Man and Onward? You didn't see Onward, so was it better or worse than Invisible Man?
Worse.
Worse?
I think it's better than Invisible Man.
See, I actually, on my list, I had it above Invisible Man, but now that I'm talking about it and like actually rethinking about it, since it's been 2 months since I put it on my list, I do think Invisible Man is better. Only because I had a huge conversation about Invisible Man with a friend, and I very much enjoy it now. So, nope, it's going to be right there at a... number not on the list. All right, Scoob does not make it to the list. No Raisin Ninjas. Sorry, Scoob, but thank you for trying and firing Matthew Lillard. You pieces of shit.
It's not cool.
It wasn't cool. It wasn't cool. Without
telling
him.
Not even a talk.
No, it wasn't. No, they didn't even tell him. That's my biggest complaint about the movie. It's not even the movie.
It's
the bureaucracy.
Representation of Shaggy for the last decade.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I saw an interview where like one of a little kid recognized him as Shaggy, and he wasn't even like at a Scooby-Doo premiere, and he pulled off the Shaggy voice and just made her day. And like that's a good man right there.
I heard like doing that voice like fucked up his vocal cords for a long ass time.
Yeah, I believe it.
Oh, I definitely believe that 100%. Alrighty, well, now we're gonna go on to the next movie that we just watched.
You want to do that one, or you want to do the other one first?
I think we should do this one.
Okay.
This one. Actually, no, we should do Extraction because it came out earlier in the year.
Yeah.
All right, so Netflix came out with this movie. Directed by the Russo brothers, with Chris Hemsworth in it, called Extraction.
Who else did the Russo brothers do?
Literally Endgame and Infinity War. Okay. Like the Avengers movies.
Was this their side movie that they're
I guess this was just their side movie. Alright, I want to hear from Keegan first of this movie, because I already kind of know where Ray's going to go with it, so... Keegan, what'd you think of Extraction? Oh, hey, pull up the synopsis.
Already done.
Cool.
Tyler Rake, a fearless black market mercenary, embarks on the most deadly extraction of his career when he's enlisted to rescue the kidnapped son of an imprisoned international crime lord.
Cool.
Yep,
that's the movie. All right, Keith, what'd you think of the movie?
I thought it was a really good like shoot 'em up movie. I don't think I've seen one of those like in a while that was like satisfying. I didn't think like, oh, there's no way, or you always think like, oh yeah, the main character's like gonna be fine. He's not gonna get killed or anything like that, and then like it actually makes him look very human during it. So it made it very believable and not just like I'm a fucking superhero type. It was the opposite of that.
To me, it just kind of felt like military Thor. He was kind of just kicking ass the entire time. So.
Yeah. I was waiting for him to pull out a hammer.
I was kind of waiting for him to like pull out like a mini hammer from like Men in Black and like throw it at someone. Like, yeah, no, he was pretty Thor-y. He was very Thor.
Yeah, well, you stick with what you know.
Yep, that's fair.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do what you're good with.
Ray, what'd you think?
I thought the movie was like, It reminded me of like old action movies, like with Sylvester Stallone and stuff. But more modernized, and like they very clearly blew all their budget by getting Chris Hemsworth.
Okay.
There's at one point one of the explosions is I'm pretty sure it's in 2D.
Oh my god, I believe that. I will agree with that. The budget seemed a little low on like the explosion department. However, whoever they got to choreograph the fight scenes did a really good job.
Yeah.
Those were really well shot. And so here's
whoever they got to choreograph the fight scenes, probably the Russo brothers just grabbed from Marvel.
I think they did. I think because I watched like a lot of like stuntman videos and shit. I think it was the same people who worked on the stunts from the Winter Soldier.
Okay, because I also got Winter Soldier vibes, mainly with like Cap and Winter Soldier, like their fight.
Exactly.
Was very reminiscent of him and a couple of other people.
I 100% agree with that. And I think that was the stunt coordinators that did that. And I know that the stuntman, a few of the stuntmen that were in Winter Soldier were in this movie.
Yeah,
I just knew that. And the stuntman who was the stunt double for Black Panther was also in this movie, which was kind of cool. So, he was just a background character in this one, obviously. But so I kind of agree with Ray. The plot was, it was kind of.
There was like no plot.
But I have to say that one take shot over the shoulder the whole time of like walking through that building where he's just like beating the shit out of people and like shooting them like and trying to like grab their guns was really well shot.
Kids.
Yeah, and well, that wasn't part of the one take, but I'm talking about just the one take.
I always think when he roundhoused the kid and he was going wee.
Yeah, he literally smacks children in this movie. I don't know how I feel about that, but
smack more kids in movies. I stand by this message.
But I think where this movie shines the best is fight choreography and cinematography. That is where this movie definitely shined. Plot, it was a plot. It was better than like the newest Jason Bourne movie plot, but that last one sucked balls. So, what do you rate it?
Give it a 2.
You gave
it
a
a high 2.
High 2?
2.
I give this one a 4. I really like the fight choreography.
Wow.
I'm sorry. This was.
I understand, but
this is one of my favorite movies of the year. Like I finished this movie and was like, I would just happily watch it again right now. Like it was one of those movies I'll watch right away. It was so cool. I really liked it. So we're gonna see where this goes. Was it better than Onward?
I didn't see Onward.
I know. I'm gonna go Keegan.
No.
You don't. Whoa! Wow! All right. Wow.
Well, I know where this one's going.
Yeah. Was it better?
You're literally comparing it to a movie that has all the story versus one that has no
Fair.
story.
Well, okay. Let's go to the one that we've all seen then. Was it better than Invisible Man?
No.
Nah.
Okay. Well. All right. Extraction.
Sorry, friend.
That's okay. Bye. Yeah, I liked you. Bye, Chris Hemsworth. You were very good in that movie, and you were very attractive in that movie. But I like Chris Hemsworth.
That's attractive all the time.
I don't know. I don't really like him with long hair. I like him with the shorter hair. He's pretty good.
You didn't dig him in dad bod mode?
No, that was not dad bod mode. That was let go of my life and ate way too much McDonald's mode.
Beer.
Literally and beer.
Kegs of
yeah, he was like the Big Lebowski, which is kind of the jokes that they made in that movie.
No.
What did the directors officially call that Thor? They like nicknamed him something like.
Maybe they just called him Fat.
I think it was just Fat Thor.
And Iron Man absolutely calls him the
Big Lebowski. 100%. And then he also makes the Bloody Mary joke.
Yep.
And definitely references the Big
White
Lebowski.
Russian?
No, it's a Bloody. Oh yeah, he also mentions a White Russian, but then when they were like, "Do you want like something to eat for breakfast?" He's like, "No, I want a Bloody Mary," because the joke is a Bloody Mary is its own meal for breakfast. Yeah. Okay, you need to see that movie. All right, great. So Extraction did not make it onto our top 13. That's depressing for me. I'll just go run away. Okay.
I could have put it anywhere else, but did not think it was better than.
That's how the Gauntlet goes, though. Yeah. So Gauntlet goes like that. The Onward is a
speed
wall.
Bumps.
It's got some speed bumps. That being said, the last movie we got to talk about. The King of Staten Island.
King of Staten Island.
That is the last movie. Let's get this over with.
With Peter Davidson.
Quick synopsis.
Yes,
Scott has been a case of arrested development since his firefighter dad died. He spends his days smoking weed and dreaming of being a tattoo artist until events force him to grapple with his grief and take steps forward in his life.
Yeah?
I guess that synopsis is kind of generous.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Keegan, I guess I could go first on this one.
No.
I thought I had funny moments. The characters weren't really likable. Really, I guess the highlight of it is the acting. I thought the acting was okay. There were a few plot threads that I wish happened that didn't, but I get it. And then there was a few plot threads that I just really didn't care about. The ending was the best part of the movie. Not because it ended.
Act 3 was the best part.
Act 3 was the best part of the movie.
And it's like not close.
No, not even like Act 1 and 2 are not even on the same level.
Act 1 and 2 to me blended together too much.
They weren't, there wasn't a big distinction. It was just kind of like pity me. And then Act 3 was like really redemption-y.
Yeah.
But the ending to that redemption arc was actually really satisfying. I want to talk about that when we get into spoilers. But this movie was funny every once in a while, but overall it was kind of just a really regular slice of life movie, which it seemed to generalize other people's problems.
Yeah.
And really hold on to the past, which I get that we all have different upbringings, but it shouldn't defy our future.
And it almost didn't feel like it was hanging on to the past that much. Because like a lot
he just
of this
hooked onto his dad.
I feel like a lot of the struggle was him hooking onto his dad. It was him hooking on to not wanting to like get out of his drug addicted life.
And get out of his house.
Yeah.
Like he still wanted to live with his mom.
Yeah, he just like lived his life as like a sad like drug addict person.
He was upset for the situation that happened without spoiling the movie. And I'll just talk about when I get into spoilers.
Not yet.
Be easier.
Okay, let's wait for the spoilers. Okay. Yeah. The interesting part though is he's our age, so it's interesting to see like where
that was weird.
Like, our lives are.
Is he our age?
Yeah, he was 24.
He was 24. He said that multiple times in the movie.
Well, I'm just saying in real life.
Oh no,
absolutely.
No. Pete Davis is definitely older than 24. But I thought that like looking at his life at our age, I was like, well, we're doing better than him.
Yeah, it felt great in my life.
Yeah. And our life kind of sucks right now. There's a quarantine.
I would agree though. The characters felt really uninteresting,
and
especially all of the side characters.
Every side character was very one note.
Like they're
like the kids, like the little girl, the 8-year-old little girl was like the best side character.
Yeah,
and she was 7. She was 7. She wasn't even 8.
Yeah, and
go her.
Like, also, the hardest part about this movie is they didn't have like a clear direction as where they wanted it to go.
Yeah,
it just kind of went.
It was not as chaotic as Uncut Gems.
That's true.
That movie gave me anxiety, but it just didn't have a path. You're right, no path. What do you think of it, Keegan?
I think you guys are right there, but yeah.
Wait, we are right or we aren't right?
No, I think you guys are. Like it didn't have a clear path, but
like sniffing at me.
I know, it was like the deep sigh. I was like, here we go.
Even that, it seems like a lot of like problems that I kind of went through and stuff like that. So I kind of felt like maybe a little bit closer to this movie with some stuff, and maybe just even seeing like people around us and everything, just being stuck and struggling, and then blaming everyone else. Like I know of people that have basically done that, and it's kind of rough to see that, especially when those people aren't in your life anymore, and then it's kind of like, oh shit,
everything you do is your fault.
Yeah, no, 100%, and that's where he's struggling with it in the movie, and is blaming everyone else for the problems
and surrounding himself with
I think it goes with a bunch of people nowadays too, that just they think life sucks so much and they're okay with where they're at because it's comfortable. It's like the depression blanket. It's just really nice and cozy because it's
I like
very...
that term. Can we get that on a t-shirt? Depression blanket.
Yeah. Have my golden gems.
Can we get that on a blanket?
Like
depression.
We'll just add it to the
most
the woke butter, the woke butter shirt line.
Yeah.
Depression blanket.
Yeah.
Write that down when I re-listen to this episode.
It's cozy, it's comfortable, and it makes you sad at the end of the day, but it's always there for you. It's the depression blanket.
That's a perfect way to describe this movie. It really is. What do you rate it?
I give it a 2.
I gave it a 2. It wasn't awful.
I've watched it twice, but that's
that's because you didn't really watch it the second time. You were in here in your room where we're recording this with no AC and it's really hot. It's summer. Did you guys know that? I'm sweating. Okay. Was it better than Onward and Invisible Man? No. It wasn't. All right. Bye. Bye, movie. All right. Let's get into some spoilers.
Spoilers in 3, 2, 1.
You've been warned.
You've been warned. Yeah.
You're currently
spoilers.
Have been warned.
All right, we'll be spoiling in 3, 2, 1.
The Hunt is basically just making fun of everyone, and it was shit posting online.
If you're against gun owners, you'll be insulted. If you're for guns, you'll also be insulted.
It literally just put everyone against their own words in it, because they're like, oh, I'm gonna talk shit about you on the internet. And the one powerful person that they pissed off was like, well, I'm going to make this real now.
Yep.
You think I'm doing all this shit? It was a conspiracy theory that
you made real.
That the person that they were...
He hasn't seen it yet. Don't spoil that one too much.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus. Wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, it insults everyone. It's fun.
Yeah.
What else? What was the other one that we all three saw? Scoob. There's no good spoilers. There's no spoilers.
Scoob was like the dog of Alexander
the Great. Yeah.
Which didn't make sense. Scoob was almost an epic movie if they actually had Shaggy stay in the underworld.
Oh, agreed.
If he didn't came
Just
back,
kill Shaggy.
easy 4.
Kill Shaggy and then bring back Matthew Leonard.
Yeah, that actually would have been great.
That would have been great.
If somebody can make a cut of that where Shaggy dies,
Just
like
dies
Shaggy,
at the end.
and like the other one comes back.
There was a moment where I was like, the movie has the balls to kill Shaggy. I thought they were gonna kill Shaggy.
Yeah,
I
too.
really did. I was like, holy
Why do we
shit.
want people to die so much? Just because it's more satisfying?
Yeah.
It makes like
do we just want to see it?
It makes the event that they went through more impactful.
Yeah, exactly. Loss is a powerful motivator.
Yeah.
Which is why Infinity War was really good.
Which is why Pete Davidson was so sad.
That's why DC Apocalypse War was so good.
No, I bet. No, I was still need to watch that. What was the third movie?
Extraction.
Oh, Extraction.
He dies.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
But then he doesn't. But then he does.
I thought he just
because there's that like silhouette of him, like that chick, the kid, and he like looks. He's at a swimming meet, and there's like the silhouette of a military dude. So we don't really know.
No,
but
it's
I'm
just
pretty
not
sure he's
him
dead.
to come finish the job.
I hope he's dead. I think that would have been.
I think it makes the movie better.
Yeah, I agree.
He's not. He's not fucking Terminator.
Exactly.
He needs to die.
I think King of Staten Island probably has the best spoiler talk that we can have.
Yeah, it's because we just watched it.
Yeah, but the ending, where
Yeah,
he
it's weird.
still didn't achieve anything, I really liked.
Yeah.
I liked that it didn't have a happy ending.
Oh, really? See, I had like the same problem like when I had like the last year. It's like, all right, nothing changed. Why did I watch that movie?
Yeah, but I feel like I liked it because it felt more like real life.
Yeah, but why do I want to watch a movie that's just like feels like real life?
That's
I can
why
just
it's
go
a slice
outside.
of life.
Yeah, but he had like personal development throughout the whole thing, and
did
it finally stuck at the last time. Well, you could see it definitely in his relationship with the girl.
Yeah,
with
let's
his
see where that
girlfriend in
takes
it.
him.
Yeah, the girl, the most boring fucking female like getter like ever.
Yeah, she was like, "We're
They're all
having
from Staten
sex."
Island.
She was like, "We're having sex, and I want to
Staten
better
Islanders
the
are at least
island I
interesting.
live in. Let's be dating." And he's like, "Nah, I don't want to date you. I just want to have casual sex because we've known each other since we were in 4th grade."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Well, I really like you," and he's like, "I just like the sex." And then, yeah, and now they're together.
Yeah.
I guess.
When you say things like that,
Well, that's kind of what happened.
And then the friends just like turned out to like not matter.
The friends were shit.
well, yeah, but you all have those dickhead friends.
Don't
back in the
tattoo
day.
children.
Don't tattoo children.
That is
Yeah.
the real moral of this story.
It's the second
That was
worst
also
thing.
probably one of the best jokes in the movie. He did the
Second
second
worst
worst thing
thing.
you could have done to a child in the woods.
I feel like that's not the second worst thing you could have done to a child. See, number one, I'm not even gonna say.
Number one's
two,
pretty obvious.
Murder. Maybe third.
What's worse than murder?
What do you think is
I
worse
want you
than
to say
murder?
it. I want
No,
you to
I'm not.
say it.
Nope. A child. I love that meme. It's such a good meme. That was clever. I liked that.
Oh my god. What the fuck did I say? It was like, it was just a side note. We were talking about the movies and everything. And it's like, oh, what is Benjamin Button backwards?
Benjamin
It's just
Button
what's
He's
backwards.
just aging regularly. Yeah, because off of like the best part of the movies at the end.
Yeah. Except for Marley and me. That's not a
Yeah,
good one.
All right. Well, on that note,
Well, Ray, what was your favorite part about the movie?
The ending when it ended.
The ending?
I thought it was when Tyrion slapped Joffrey.
Oh yeah, dude, that was great. I already forgot about that. I'm trying to blog out this movie. Yeah, when they're watching Game of Thrones and Tyrion slaps Joffrey. That was
Best part of the movie.
Easily the best part of the movie.
There were actually a few good jokes. Like
Yeah,
some of the
there were.
comedy was pretty funny.
The
But
ending, like when the dude just shows up and he got stabbed, that doesn't make any sense.
no,
Like,
not
there
at
was
all.
nothing about that that made any
And we
like,
still
sense.
don't even know what happened to that dude.
Yeah,
He fell in a thorn bush.
He's like
No, he got stabbed.
See, it was either stabbed or
absolutely
shot.
Yeah.
And he also definitely like had a gun on him.
Yes,
Yeah.
because he asked about the metal detector.
There are metal
Yeah.
detectors in here? Why?
Don't
worry
I
about
think
it.
that's just Action Bronson just actually just like doing his own thing while acting. This is definitely Pete Davidson and his
And then
friends and
also,
shit.
he didn't take him to an emergency room.
Yeah,
He brought him inside the hospital to like the just general admission.
that's where his mom worked.
I guess,
But
but
she
like,
worked at the ER though.
Did she?
yeah, she
Yeah,
said
that
she
was the
an ER
ER.
doctor because then
That's
they
not-
got into
That was
the
ER.
Is
Plus
that how
ERs
the
have like
ERs work?
yeah, ERs have like waiting rooms.
Oh, yeah, I
that
guess
you go
when
to.
my-
too, but like
When
And
my
then-
face
and
got
then
ripped
when you
off by
go
a dog.
through.
But still, like,
Yeah,
oh,
but
no,
if your
I sat
face is
there.
like falling off your face.
No,
then-
I still sat in a lobby
Yeah.
for like 10 minutes.
Yep, if there's like something like very traumatically wrong with you, like you're going to die, like that dude, normally they just take you in.
Yeah, exactly. They should have definitely just taken him in. That was a little weird.
Also, he was talking, and he didn't say exactly what was going on. He's like, I fell in a thorn bush. And she's probably thinking, well, you just fell in a thorn bush. And also, she's just filling in. She said that, the receptionist clerk. So, who knows how long she's actually been doing that job. Maybe she's just bad at her job.
Maybe she's just bad at her job. Well, welcome to our first quarantine episode. That's our huge catch-up episode. That's pretty much all the new movies we've seen in 2 months. So, but a lot more movies have been coming out on like Netflix and stuff. So we will we'll try to do an episode soon-ish, sooner than August, hopefully. Soonish, yeah. We gotta watch a few. We have to watch The Wrong Missy.
The Wrong Missy.
You have to watch Onward.
Onward and
Guns Akimbo. And
I saw Boot, which was still surprisingly good.
It was surprisingly good. Yeah.
Did it get
I remember I watched that.
Yeah, he watched it. Like, yeah, he went alone.
Fuck.
He went by himself, and he's like, "Yeah, that was a good movie." So we bumped it. And
Did he get you a couple times?
No. I don't really jump at movies.
That mirror scene.
Are you dead inside?
Yes.
That mirror scene, I think, like killed a part of Keegan.
Yeah.
Like a part of him is still in that theater, scared shitless.
I think the only time I was close to jumping was the very beginning of the locker scene.
Oh, okay.
I think it was the only one that was close.
See, I think the only time that I was about to jump is when he first was reaching for the toy under the bed at the very beginning. I was
that was so obvious.
I know, but it was obvious because I was waiting for it, and then it didn't happen, and I went, no, because I got more scared because I was like, fuck, now I don't know when it's gonna happen.
See, I'm not even like anxious like that. I'm like, do it,
like,
come on,
do it,
come on.
Do it.
Every 3.5 minutes of that movie, I was just like,
yeah, it was fun to watch with Keegan. I made him start playing Until Dawn.
I did like how they
Badger.
They made the ghost like a lovable like creature at the end, and then like he adopted it.
Oh yeah.
In Boot?
Oh yeah, because Boot's like a part 1.
I guess, but she wasn't a ghost.
No.
She was just raised by ghosts.
And then she was like possessed by the ghost at times.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
She got her soul back.
Yeah. And then like the ghost of his actual daughter is haunting him. I think was the teaser at the end.
Yeah, that was creepy. Ooh, I like that. I want them to make another one.
Well, it was part 1, so I'm assuming they're gonna eventually make a part 2.
Yeah.
They're usually pretty good about it.
I like the name of that movie.
Multiples. Except for if
A
it
Ghost
does good.
Ship Story, Part 1. You're like, that's a long fucking title.
Like
it's like
the
Avengers
Birds of
Endgame,
Prey and
the
Emancipation
22nd
of
movie.
Harley Quinn.
Yeah, the Emancipation of Harley Quinn. Which, speaking of Birds of Prey, that was actually a good movie. I really like Birds of Prey.
Black Mary's still super hot.
Yeah. All right.
So is Margot Robbie. All
right. Well, that's a movie. So. Welcome to our quarantine movie list, and only one new movie made it to the list, and that's The Hunt, and Bloodshot got kicked off. So that's where we're at. We'll see what happens by the end of this year. I'm hoping that like everything opens up and just like 18 movies come out a week by like every.
There's supposed to be a lot of good movies out already because Wonder Woman was supposed to be out.
Yeah, Wonder Woman was supposed to be out. The Black Widow was supposed to be out. There's like a lot. Tenet was supposed to come out this month.
Yep.
Shit.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Alright, well, cool. Bye, guys. Oh, hey, fuck. Where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at WorkButter for more inspirational quotes that will never come to light.
You think I don't already have t-shirt designs?
You don't think I use my Twitter? You'd be right.
You'd be right. You don't think I have a Twitter? You'd be right.
Ray, where can I find you?
Don't worry, really. Find me here. I'll be around.
Cool.
I'll be around, yeah.
I'm Von Bon. You can find me everywhere at Von Bon Strangle on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify,
Instagram.
I think I have an Instagram.
PSN.
I think I just got a Snappy chat
AOL?
too. PSN. I don't have an AOL.
Okay.
I have a
MSN.
MSN.
LinkedIn.
No. What is the LinkedIn?
It's like professional.
It's business social media.
Oh yeah, no, I don't have that. Cool.
Don't send the dick pics in LinkedIn.
Oh yeah, that's a real bad idea.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
That's how you don't get jobs.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Bye everybody.
Don't do that. Bye.
Bye.
Make sure to tune in next episode.